Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Jordan Son of Mars in the Bordeaux colorway. I'll give you guys a quick look at the label on the box. The pair I have here is obviously a size 9.5 US, and the official colorway is dark gray, university gold, Bordeaux, and cool mint. Bordeaux, if you don't know, is basically like a burgundy color, which you'll see on the shoe. I'll get these out of the box so you can get a good look at them. By no means is this a new release, by the way. I believe this colorway in the Son of Mars came out, I want to say 5 or 6 months ago. I'm not sure what the exact date is, but they are still readily available at plenty of online retailers. So if you do want to pick up a pair for yourself, it's not going to be all that difficult. You can get them at retail or even below retail. I'll have some buy it now links on the review page of my website, which you can find linked down below in the description if you're interested at all in getting a pair for yourself. As far as the Son of Mars shoe itself is concerned, it's kind of like the Spizike in the sense that it combines a bunch of different retro Jordans all together in one single shoe. Some people don't like this idea at all, don't like the concept, but I'm personally a really big fan. I think they look really cool. And when I saw that, I saw some leaked pictures of a new Spizike colorway that's potentially coming out, and it didn't have the strap, so I'm not sure if I saw a GS version or not, and I'm not sure if they're getting rid of the strap. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if I'm 100% right, but I really love the strap on the Son of Mars, one of my favorite elements on here, and I've always been a fan of the Bordeaux colorway, so I finally decided to pick up a pair for myself. As far as the Son of Mars goes, it is a collaboration with Jordan Brand and Spike Lee, just like the Spizike is. There's a lot of long backstory there. It has to do with some of the older Jordan Brand commercials. I'm not really going to get into it, but just know that it is a collaboration shoe between Jordan Brand and Spike Lee, who's like a famous film director if you don't know. So that's kind of the backstory behind here. If you want to look it up, get more of the details, go ahead and do that. Google is free for everybody. As far as the elements on this shoe, I'll start off with the materials because they are pretty nice for what you're paying. Obviously, they're a little bit more expensive. It's technically not a retro release from Jordan, even though it does feature some retro elements. If you guys did notice, there is a little bit of yellowing on the sole plate here. They are brand new. It's a dead stock pair. It's a clear icy sole, so they tend to yellow over time. There's really nothing that you can do about it. But as far as the materials on here, you do have a smooth leather here at the toe, and then you have this nubuck on the mudguard. The smooth leather feels pretty nice if you ask me. It's nothing that's super high quality. And then of course you have this nubuck on the mudguard, which actually feels really good, similar to what you're going to get on the Spizike. And then you have this nubuck here on the back half as well, which I think looks really good. Everything else on the shoe is going to be like a synthetic material, so quality really isn't that big of an issue. In my opinion, it feels really nice, looks really nice, and that's what's important to me. As far as what Jordans are on this shoe or what Jordans are in the design of this particular model, you have a combination of the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, and the 20s on this shoe, which is an interesting mix, similar mix to what you're going to find on the Spizike, but as you can see, the outcome or the final product is a lot different than what you're going to find on the Spizike. If you want to check that out, I have a video on the Spizike, so I'll leave an annotation on screen. If we start off with the sole on here, you're going to find that it actually uses the midsole and sole of the Jordan 5. So if we start off the bottom here, you have the sole of Jordan 5s. Obviously, like I said, it's icy in the heel, icy in the forefoot. You have that Bordeaux colorway at the tip, the Bordeaux Jumpman underneath here, and then this cool mint here with the Jordan. Again, looks really, really good. You have the 5 midsole as well. Mainly black. You have the little kind of spikes coming out of there, or the fire, whatever you want to call it, in gray with the speckled Bordeaux on there. Bordeaux speckling, that burgundy color. And then you can see a little bit of that burgundy color peeking through at the toe. The little kit of clear right there. That little square of gray with that burgundy speckling again. And then of course you do have the visible air unit, which is actually gray on the inside. It's kind of hard to see on camera. But that doesn't seem to be yellowing yet. But again, like I said, you do have a little bit of yellowing on the icy sole, but no big deal because I do intend on wearing them. It's not something that you're going to be able to see. The other element on here that you have is the 3s, and that's where you're going to find this elephant print on the toe as well as at the heel. The elephant print at the toe is kind of like a gray color with the black lines in the elephant print itself, whereas the elephant print on the heel is going to be pretty much black on black, which is kind of interesting. It's 2 different colors, looks kind of unique. You're going to have 2 different types of shoes here. You have this gray in the front, and then the back half is that black, which I think looks really, really good. Gives the shoe an interesting, unique look. And then if we go on to the 4s here, the only element that you're going to find on there, pretty minimalistic, is this little bit of plastic meshing you have on the base of the tongue. That's all you can see. It's actually underneath as well. You have that little meshing going all the way up, but that's pretty much it as far as the 4s on the shoe go. The ankle area and the back heel tab is what you're going to find is the 6s. So you have obviously that little heel or ankle pad here on the 6 with the perforations. It's that nubuck material, these little lines going there, and that's there on the instep as well. And then of course you have that little heel tab in this rubber material, the same as what you would get on the 6s, kind of a similar cut as well. You also have the tongue of the Jordan 5s, if I didn't mention that already. That's in gray, and you have the embroidered yellow Jumpman right there. And then of course you have the clear heel lock, again, just like you would get on the 5s. You have this little kind of cool mint Jumpman embroidered here on the back of the heel. And then the only other element on this shoe that we haven't covered yet is the actual strap on here, which is from the Jordan 20s. You have that laser etching on there. There's not too many words that you can actually make out on here. If you really take the time, you might be able to make out a couple things, but it's kind of hard to read. It's kind of all these kind of hidden messages, I'm sure. I didn't really look it up. All I know is that it looks really cool, and I'm a big fan of the Son of Mars as a whole. That's pretty much it as far as the unboxing portion goes, and we'll move on to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea of how these guys look. Alright, here's a look at the Jordan Son of Mars on feet while wearing a pair of shorts. Personally, I'm not sure that this is a pair of shoes that I would wear with shorts, especially in this colorway. But again, it's however you want to wear these guys. Everybody likes something different. As far as lacing them up goes, there's not too much in terms of variation, simply because you do have this very large strap going across the midfoot that covers up the majority of the laces. They do include these lace locks, which I personally like the look of, but if you don't like them, you can take them off. They are fully removable, and just lace them up normally if you prefer to do it like that. As far as the strap goes, it pretty much, like I said, covers the entire midfoot and fits nice and tight to the foot, so it has a nice snug fit. You can see you have that whole velcroed section on the outside, and it's not as long as you think it would be, so when you do pull it tight, it really does hug your foot and keep everything in place, which is a good thing because they don't have to fit too tight when you tie them up with the laces in order for them to feel secure on your feet. That's pretty much it as far as how they look with a pair of shorts, and we move on to what they look like with a pair of pants. With a pair of pants, these things look great in my opinion. This Bordeaux colorway is a classic color from Jordan brand, and it really works well on the Son of Mars silhouette. My personal favorite thing about this shoe has to be that strap on the front. Any shoe with a strap across the midfoot really does look good, and I love the detailed laser etching on here. It really looks awesome. As far as fit and sizing goes, they have a roomier fit than I expected them to have. I'm wearing my usual size 9.5 here, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect, so they definitely do run true to size, but they're a little bit roomier in the toe box than I expected them to be. So if you do want them to fit a little bit more snug, definitely go a half size down. But that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion goes, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my review plus on-feet video of the Jordan Son of Mars. Like I said, this shoe released quite a while ago, but they are still available, so if you do want to pick a pair up for yourself, I will have some buy it now links on the review page of my website, where you can pick these up either at retail or even below retail. So go ahead and check that out if that does interest you. You're also going to find on that same review page some high quality images of my pair here that'll give you a better idea as to how it actually does look in person. If you do have any questions regarding this shoe, feel free to leave me a comment down below. And even if you have any suggestions for shoes you would like to see, again, just leave me a comment. I'm open to bringing in anything, given that I actually like it. If you could leave a like on the video as well, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already and you did enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more sneaker reviews, as well as some other lifestyle gear that I'm going to be bringing in the next couple of weeks. Other than that, guys, if you aren't following me on Instagram, my Instagram is VujoJosh, just like this channel name, minus the 2. So if you want to go ahead and look me up, or again, the link will be found down below in the description. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.